Unfortunately, I was not aware that this had already began recording, but I want to once again, once again, record a little intro side note type of thing. I need to really get back to regular scheduled recording on my channel. Let me go ahead and get the honorable mentions out the way. Um, Promotion of myself, basically, get that out the way first, because I don't know if I might spend too long talking about the rest of this stuff, that which I'm only supposed to go ahead and touch up on it, be able to say, hey, this is what I'm going to talk about next. Um, Honorable mentions, yo. I guess this will be a commercial where we say, this presentation is paid for by the following. Um, for those of you who are seeing this on YouTube, go ahead and look me up on Facebook, Ricky Odell, Ricky Lee Odell, however you want to say it, Yahoo. I'm there. For those of you who are seeing it on Facebook that I've, cut and pasted it to Facebook or whatever, go ahead and look me up at YouTube, Ricky 4908, I believe. Ricky Odell will still do the same thing, let you find me. I have two pages on here, so that's what that's what time it is. Uh-oh. Um, for those of you who have Twitter, I'm also on Twitter, Ricky4908. For those of you who aren't on Uvu, I have that. Needless to say, my passcode is lost. I don't use it that often. Um, Also got Skype, but I'm not using that much. Um, right. So now that I got that out the way, and again, if you missed any of that, it's all in the videos, and I talk for a long time. I try to cover a wide range of stuff, and then I get back to what I'm talking about. So you'll hear it in one of the other several of the other videos while I'm rambling. Um, well, I was touched today after seeing a couple of videos, although I'm not going to really touch into it too deeply. I've seen two videos on YouTube. First of all, coming to Facebook by way of Facebook, Black Lives Matter. Um, it's this what's going on is nothing different, nothing short of what I kept on saying in the Black Love movement during my time. Um, Thanks to Leo Janet. I'm sorry, can't pronounce your name right. Look beyond that. Thanks to her for allowing me to help with the group, being an admin as they call it. Uh, as I was the admin of the group, I, went through a list of stuff, and I kept on having to come back to the simple fact that we want to hate, and then it's not just in that group. I was in Chelsea Falk's um, group also, and basically all the black empowerment, black movement type groups, they all want to focus on hatred and the negative part, the things that has been done to us, try to justify it. Why? Because it needs to be justified as far as what we're doing, what we're going to do, what we think we should do to and for them. Let me roll this down so I can see the timing. Um, Hate versus hate. Um, Hate, you know, fighting hate basically is what I'm trying to say, and that's what we want to do here. We want to fight hate with hate, and that's just, to me, that's just not the right method. Although I cannot tell you what the right method is, I don't believe that that is. It is not the correct method to be always be peaceful either, because people, I'm one of those people, take advantage of your kindness and think that it's a weakness. I'm one of those people. Virgos are very kind-hearted and loving and caring and whatnot, and we get taken advantage of, ran through. I'm going to record this on my other channel also, for reasons of promotion, and also because I don't want anything to come about there. Anyway, so that's basically what we're talking about. The problem with that is I had a chance to sit down and watch the Malcolm X movie, and as much as I heard about him, we'll talk about how he believed in segregation and all this, but bless his soul, after the Elijah Muhammad was found out, exposed or whatnot, he changed his direction, did he not? He saw what real Muslims do, and that was the thing in my eyesight. What I got out of the movie, what I got out of it, it might not be true, but he thinks that Muslim is the way to go. That's the only way to unity with the blacks. That's what he, the unity with the world. That's what he believed. Now they both believed in unity, King and Malcolm. Now that's what I got. I'm not sure what you got. Just like Garvey, Garvey is always brought up to be the best, and he was one of the best. Cannot, just throw it in there and say, hey, he's the best. No, Garvey did what he had to do. These all men played a big part. Women played a part in this movement too. Um, had it not been for them, some of these guys wouldn't have even made it. Some of us wouldn't have made it. Forget about the guys. Some of the women wouldn't have made it themselves. Women played a big part. Um, Nixon, that was during my time. That was when I was born. That's who was president. But anyway, um, it was so much going on during that time also, and women had, a pretty hand in it. Um, let's go back to Black Lives Matter. I'm really kind of disappointed, and this is what drove me into saying all of that. I'm really kind of disappointed in the fact that I've been saying that anger is leading us, and we're getting blinded by it. We want to go shoot up and do whatever they're doing. We have just cause for it, but we need to do it in the right order. We need to do it with a plan, basically, is what I'm saying. And nobody's trying to get that plan together, strategy. Everybody just want to go out and act. Black Love, Black Lives Matter was an organization, as I looked up the history before all of this started going down. Now that just gave them just cause whenever this happened. So therefore, when this happened, that's what they did, and it became a movement. And like they said, all lives matter, but we're concentrating on black because black is the only ones that's getting treated worse than the rest. Um, Now I'm recording this straight to YouTube. This is not even being filtered by my computer, which I normally do. So you're getting me wrong. That's why you see the messed up hair. um, with us saying that, I know a lot of things are criticized about us, and when we go to criticizing or talking about or trying to critique each other, then it's said that we're self-haters or whatever, whatever. I mean, all this other extra stuff is said when you really need to see the truth. And the truth is, you cannot walk into any type of establishment with a certain look. Doesn't matter that they don't want us dressing like this and like that. We need to know that for ourselves, that we should carry ourselves better than that. But we should not change just because they say change. That's a key unit, a key point also. Um, X believed that we were supposed to unite ourselves first. We're supposed to be for our people first and then worry about the others, which is a great concept. And that's some of the concepts that's going around in some of the groups that I'm hearing about right now. Whites were allowed to help. We don't want whites' help, which takes me to another point that I'm about to make in a minute. Well, another part of my subject that I'm about to talk about. I'm not talking about it all because it would take too much time. But anyway, whites were allowed to help the movement, but never join. Um, Panthers even had that same type of rule going on. Only they got infiltrated, and well, the rest is history. And just like the NAACP, infiltrated. Nothing was actually, nothing that was actually for us was by us, you know. So it was a setup from the beginning, no matter how you look at it. Um, we want to talk all this stuff, but unless we got plans, strategies to put together our own government, own everything, land or whatnot, we're not gonna go too far. We need a lot of stuff within ourselves. We need to focus, stop fighting and hating on each other and against each other is what really needs to happen. Um, Man, I tell you, Lyndon B. Johnson, never knew so much about him. And JFK, I knew a lot about him, but I had no idea that uh, Lyndon followed right behind him. I found out some interesting stuff, but that's not what I want to talk about. I brought part of that up to talk about the fact that I did post in a group, We Rose, which I'm helping to run that, admin that also. A question that comes about every now and then, a problem that comes about every now and then. The white people, speak about some of our problems and we get offended, and some of us get offended because some of the black people listen to them. The messenger doesn't matter. The message is what you should take. If you miss the message because you're worried about the messenger, then it's your own condemnation. It's your own fault. It's your own suffrage. You fucked yourself. Um, Seems like we're looking at another J. Edgar Hoover, which was actually hired. He actually hired a black man for the CIA to stand against us. So it's not just gonna be for. It's not just gonna be them. It's gonna be us that's infiltrating and fucking ourselves while we're so worried about them. We need to be, but that's just not it. Um, Malcolm X did take some of his writings, drawings from Garvey also. Uh, I didn't mean drawings. And I got an uproar when I said that in one of the groups, but I mean, yes, he was studying Islam. Islam is what Garvey was into also. Not so much so as Malcolm X though. But anyway, the most important thing that I was trying to say is about, do we feel like whites should be able to speak out about the problems that we face or whatever? Well, Underground Railroad, the Freedom Riders, history speaks for itself. But are we ready to allow that? Will we allow that? No, they cannot join in on the movement, but what they can do is whatever they do from their own seats or their own environment, their own selves, so to speak. It was first said, even by the man X, no, they cannot do anything for us. Now, I'm not here to promote integration or interracial stuff, which is my next subject, my next topic. I'm not here to promote that. I'm just, throwing a little bit out there. And whatever you get from this, please think about it, listen to it all again, and reform a thought and an opinion. I really needed to record a lot, and I don't have the time to right now, or the resources, the space, or whatnot. But basically, my recording was inspired today by several videos I watched of Black Love Matters units, people uh, disrupting stuff, making the movement, making the purpose of it look real bad. Yes, we're fed up. Yes, we're angry. Be that way. It's justified. It's okay. But to be there, be like them, I mean, that's not cool. Um, you want to say blacks can't be racist, but we are prejudiced. It's all in the same boat, no matter how you look at it. You want to say, we should be able to express our anger and stuff. Yes, do that, but stay focused. Okay. Right now, in Black Love Matters, some of the people are not focused. We got people cutting people off for no reason. We got people doing some of the wrong stuff right now. Crazy stuff. I won't say wrong. It's out of line. It's not it's unorthodox. It's it shows that we're unfocused, and they're gonna laugh at us. They're not gonna take us seriously. Um, no one takes the joke serious. The injustice is fueled by the corruption of cities, of governments, of the world. It cares not about skin color or colorless. They're killing whites just like they're killing us. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Wrong statement. They're killing whites also, not like they're killing us. So what I'm saying that to say is the system is fucking itself. It's breaking down. It's breaking itself. It's exposing itself. The corruption is exposing itself. If you hadn't got that yet, it's been exposing itself for a long time. All these people around the world, different countries, against police brutality and police ignorance. Yes, KKK was the start of policemen after they ended their so-called run. So-called ended it, you know. This corruption goes way back, Rothschilds and a couple of other things. Look it up. One special particular person, but I'm sure there's many of them out there. You don't believe everything you hear, that's true. You don't believe nothing that's on YouTube and Facebook, that's true to a certain extent. But the books ain't gonna tell you no more than what the next person said. So what do you believe? Who do you believe? That's my question that I always ask this person who happened to be in Black Lives Movement for a while, and then, you know, well, she knows who she is, and everybody hates my punctuation because I can't punctuate. So anyway, getting back on topic, on subject, whatnot. Um, the black men are and do need to unite, but we're uniting, but we can't do too much with our women so angry that they don't want to hear us or see us because we're not doing enough when we're doing all that we can. Look, I have a son. My job right now is to teach my son and show my son all the ways that I believe in, what I stand for. That's my priority. That's my first thing I need to set out with him. Respect women, you know. I'm gonna say especially black women, but all women in general, respect them. Um, that's what I need to do. Show them the ways of the world, you know. That's what I need to do. I'm also teaching my daughter the same morals, but it's different for a woman, and I can't really teach her, you know, from a woman's point of view or whatnot. So it's really different there. But basically, my son, all I can do is teach him. And that's what I'm supposed to do. That's where it starts. So while you out here talking about we're not doing enough, it starts small steps first, and then by me telling that gangster, that teenager, pull up your pants, don't say the word N, calling each other ends, you know, don't disrespect that woman, that girl like that. Come on, come on. Now, how much more do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Give us some space, give us some time, settle down. Um, Notice I just touched on a little bit of everything. I didn't really go into nothing deep because I don't have the time. I've already made a 20-minute uh, video when I was trying to make a 5 or 10-minute video, and chances are nobody's going to actually fully watch it if they even say they can't even hear it. Okay, now, whenever I get to normal uh, focusing and recording, then these are the things that I will touch up on, and I not touch up, but these are the things I will talk about. And going back to this, um, when we show each other, some of us are all for segregation, some of us are all for unity, uniting of everybody. Which one way or the other, we gotta get it together and stand together on one accord because it's not gonna work both ways. It can't work both ways. It's not. We're gonna be forever separated, even more so then. Um, our interracial hatred spawns the light skin versus dark skin uh, effect, and then you have hatred for, you know, blacks. Period. You know, and you set up a fail unit. If we wanted to say Jim Crow Act, that's what that is. But then some of us don't even believe that Jim Crow Act even existed. But nevertheless, I'm not here to promote what you do or don't believe, because just like religion, I believe religion as a whole, it has a folly. That's mankind's folly. It was created by mankind. I stopped believing in it for personal reasons. I am religious, but I stopped practicing for personal reasons. I saw too much, let down too many times, saw flaws in the promises that he made when I've lived my whole life alone. And yeah, it's personal. Whole life alone, getting stuff taken, people taken out of my life that I thought was a blessing. Yada yada yada. So that's that. I guess this broadcast is through. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel. I have another one. I was trying to get this on there, but the little face effect won't be on there to let you know that that's me. That's my representation of broken glass. I love that because we are broken. America is broken. Morals, justice, everything is broken. There is no, and they were fighting over the flags, the same flags that are tainted. Every flag you can name is tainted with some bit of dirty, bad history that goes beyond, way back to Kennedy's era, way back to beyond that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm saying beyond, before that. Forgive me. Yeah. So the government politics has always been corrupt. Currency, your money, is corrupt. Who cares whether it has a black woman, black man on it? It's corrupt. It's not for us. System is not for us. Those flags are not for us. What they stand for are not for us. But for all the black people who fought up under that flag, they will die for it, not because of stupidity, ignorance, or uh, what do y'all say, massa, all that type of stuff. No, because when you fight for something, you begin to believe in it, and it took them a long time to believe in what they were fighting for. So why is it that you have a hard time understanding them? I don't agree with all of it. Just like I don't agree with the idiots making all these videos talking about um, the flag, the Confederate flag stood for justice and all that type of stuff. No, check your history. It's not just heritage. Don't be a dumbass. Wake up and stop spreading that bullshit. It was about heritage after a while. Everything changes over. Seal of Solomon, the witch craft symbol, the uh, symbol of the Illuminati. Everything switches over from good to bad, and then it tries to go back good. But the meaning of it is tainted. Can't do it. Well, that's it. I've wasted 30 minutes here. What was supposed to be a 10-minute video. Thank you for your time. If you're even watching the whole thing, forgive me. Because I know some of you, that's too long, but you'll sit down and watch a twerk video or something else if it's long. If they have a bunch of twerkers or whatever. Hey, I watch twerks too. I ain't gonna lie. Shameful me. No, I never said I was anything other than. Okay, that's enough today. Thank you for your time.